Tonight, the Chicago Blackhawks face off against the St. Louis Blues in a matchup that's more than just a game. It's a renewal of one of the NHL's most storied rivalries. These two teams have a long, colorful history, and every time they meet, it's a battle that goes far beyond the scoreboard. The stage is set at the Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis, where the energy is electric and anticipation is building. Fans from both cities have packed the arena, their cheers echoing through the stands, ready to witness another chapter in this fierce Central Division showdown. This isn't just another regular season game, it's a battle for early season momentum and divisional bragging rights. Every shift, every pass, and every shot carries extra weight when these two teams collide. The players know what's at stake, and so do the fans. The rivalry between the Blackhawks and the Blues is legendary, fueled by decades of fierce competition and passionate fan bases. From overtime thrillers to heated playoff series, these teams have delivered unforgettable moments that are etched into NHL history. The animosity runs deep, and every meeting is a chance to add a new story to the rivalry's rich legacy. For Chicago, tonight is about building on their first win under new head coach Jeff Blashill. The Blackhawks are in a period of transition, with a fresh coaching philosophy and a roster full of young, hungry players eager to prove themselves. Blashill's leadership is already making an impact, and the team is determined to show they can compete with the best. Meanwhile, the St. Louis Blues are riding a wave of confidence. They've started the season strong and are looking to extend their winning streak in front of their home crowd. The Blues have found their rhythm early, playing with the kind of cohesion and intensity that makes them a formidable opponent on home ice. The fans are just as much a part of this rivalry as the players. Whether it's the sea of blue and gold or the bold red and black, the passion in the stands is palpable. Rival chants, playful taunts, and a shared love for the game create an atmosphere unlike any other in sports. With the national spotlight shining bright, TNT and HBO Max are bringing the action to fans across the country. The entire hockey world is watching, knowing that when the Blackhawks and Blues meet, something special is bound to happen. On the ice, expect no shortage of physicality. Every check, every hit, and every goal celebration is amplified by the intensity of this rivalry. Tempers can flare, and emotions run high, making for a game that's as unpredictable as it is entertaining. For the Blackhawks, this is a chance for their young roster to find its identity. The rookies and rising stars are eager to make their mark, learning what it means to play in games that matter, in front of hostile crowds, against a team that won't give an inch. The Blues, on the other hand, are playing with the confidence of a team that knows who they are. Their chemistry is evident in every crisp pass and every well-timed play. They're determined to defend their home ice and send a message to the rest of the division. It's a classic clash. One team on the rise, looking to prove they belong, and another in its groove, aiming to maintain its dominance. The stakes are high, and the outcome could set the tone for the rest of the season. So buckle up for a night of intensity, physicality, and playoff-like atmosphere. As the Blackhawks and Blues take the ice, they're not just playing for 2 points. They're writing the next chapter in a rivalry that continues to captivate hockey fans everywhere. The Chicago Blackhawks step onto the ice tonight carrying a 1-2-1 record, a start that's been anything but predictable. The season is young, but already, the team has experienced a roller coaster of emotions, from the sting of early losses to the thrill of their first victory. Each game has been a test of character, resilience, and the ability to adapt under pressure. That first win, a gritty 3-1 triumph over the Utah Grizzlies, was more than just a number in the standings. It marked a significant milestone for the team and for Jeff Blashill, who notched his first victory as the Blackhawks head coach. The players rallied around their new leader, showing flashes of the chemistry and determination that could define their season. But the path hasn't been easy. Close, hard-fought losses to the Florida Panthers, Boston Bruins, and Montreal Canadiens have revealed both the team's potential and its growing pains. In each contest, the Blackhawks have proven they can skate with some of the league's toughest opponents, keeping games within reach until the final buzzer. Yet, the challenge remains, learning how to finish strong and secure those crucial points in the standings. This season is also about transition. With a roster featuring new faces and promising young talent, the Blackhawks are in the midst of building a new identity. The offense has shown flashes of brilliance, with rookies and veterans alike contributing to the attack. However, defensive lapses and moments of inexperience have cost them dearly, highlighting the need for growth and cohesion on the back end. Tonight, The stakes are high as they face off against the St. Louis Blues, a storied rival and one of the division's perennial contenders. This matchup is more than just another game. It's a measuring stick for where the Blackhawks stand. Can they rise to the occasion, build on their recent success, and prove they belong among the Central Division's elite? The answer will come not just from star players, but from the entire roster pulling together. To come away with a win, the Blackhawks will need to play with discipline, maintain laser-sharp focus, and get contributions from every line. Special teams, goaltending, and the ability to capitalize on key moments will all be under the spotlight. Every shift, every decision, and every ounce of effort will matter. The margin for error is razor-thin, but a hard-fought road win tonight could be the spark that ignites a turnaround. For the Blackhawks, this is more than just a game. It's an opportunity to seize momentum, build confidence, and show the hockey world that they're ready to take the next step. The Blues come in at 2-1, riding a 2-game win streak after rebounding from a tough opening shutout loss. Victories over Calgary and Vancouver showcase their balanced attack and strong defensive play. Head coach Drew Bannister has the team playing structured, physical hockey, with contributions from veterans and rookies alike. Home ice at the Enterprise Center has fueled their confidence, and they're determined to keep rolling against a divisional rival. The Blues' depth, improved special teams, and collective effort make them a formidable opponent. Tonight, they're focused on maintaining their high level and earning another crucial 2 points. The Blackhawks are without captain Nick Foligno, who's on leave for a family medical situation, leaving a leadership void. Injuries to Joey Anderson and Landon Slaggert further thin Chicago's forward group, forcing lineup adjustments and giving young players like Lukas Reichel a chance to step up. The Blues are missing Oskar Sundqvist and Alexei Toropchenko, impacting their bottom six depth. Both teams will rely on replacement players to fill key roles. Leadership from Connor Bedard and Jason Dickinson will be crucial for Chicago, while the Blues look for their depth to deliver. How these fill-ins perform could decide the game. When it comes to the goaltending matchup in this game, the St. Louis Blues have a clear and decisive edge. The difference between the two netminders is stark, and it could very well be the deciding factor in tonight's contest. Goaltending is often the backbone of any successful hockey team, and in this case, the Blues seem to have the upper hand. Chicago's Arvid Soderblom is still searching for his first win of the season, and the pressure is mounting. His stats so far have been less than ideal, with a save percentage that leaves much to be desired and a goals against average that's been climbing. Against St. Louis, Soderblom has struggled mightily. He's never managed to notch a victory against the Blues, and his numbers in those matchups tell the story of a goalie who just can't seem to solve this opponent. Each game against St. Louis seems to add to his frustration, and the weight of that history is hard to ignore. For Soderblom, tonight represents a massive challenge. He'll need to deliver a career-best performance if the Blackhawks are going to have any hope of coming out on top. The pressure is on his shoulders, and every save will matter. If he can rise to the occasion, it could be a turning point in his season, but the odds are stacked against him. On the other end of the ice, Joel Hofer has been nothing short of outstanding for the Blues. He's been a rock in net, boasting a perfect record so far this season. His stats are among the best in the league, and he seems to elevate his game even further when facing the Blackhawks. Hofer's calm demeanor and sharp reflexes have made him a reliable last line of defense for St. Louis, and his confidence is evident every time he steps onto the ice. The contrast between the two goalies couldn't be more pronounced. Hofer's poise and recent success give the Blues a significant advantage, while Soderblom is under immense pressure to reverse his fortunes and prove he can compete at this level. The mental game is just as important as the physical, and right now, Hofer seems to have the edge in both. Ultimately, the goaltending battle could be the difference-maker in this matchup. With Hofer's stellar play and Soderblom's ongoing struggles, the advantage clearly tilts in favor of St. Louis. If the Blackhawks want to pull off an upset, they'll need their goalie to step up in a big way, but as it stands, the Blues look poised to dominate between the pipes. Despite missing key players, the Blackhawks have offensive threats. Frank Nazar and Teuvo Teravainen lead the team with 5 points each, combining creativity and experience. Ilya Mikheyev's speed and recent 2-goal performance make him a constant danger. Veteran Andrei Burakovsky, fresh off his 700th NHL game and a game-winning goal, adds scoring punch alongside young star Connor Bedard. Bedard's skill and vision drive Chicago's offense. He'll be the focus of the Blues defense all night. For the Blackhawks to succeed, These players must capitalize on their chances and break through St. Louis's structured defense. The Blues offense is led by rookie Jimmy Snuggerud, who broke out with 2 goals against Vancouver, and Jake Neighbors, a physical forward with scoring touch. They anchor a top line with Robert Thomas and Pavel Buchnevich, creating matchup nightmares. Veterans like Thomas, Shen, Buchnevich, and Walker provide depth scoring, making the Blues dangerous from any line. On defense, Cam Fowler and Colton Parayko form a shutdown pairing tasked with containing Bedard and Chicago's top threats. The Blues' balanced attack and defensive strength make them a tough challenge for the Blackhawks. Recent matchups have been lopsided. St. Louis has dominated, winning 8 of the last 10 games, including a sweep last season and a statement win at the Winter Classic. The Blues' physicality, structure, and strong goaltending have consistently stifled Chicago. For the Blackhawks, tonight is about breaking that trend and proving they can compete with their rival. To do so, they'll need discipline, physical play, and a standout performance from Soderblom. Overcoming this history is a tall order, but it's a necessary step in Chicago's rebuild. The prediction: St. Louis wins. Hofer's goaltending, the Blues' momentum, and their recent dominance in the rivalry all point to a home victory. Expect a 4-2 final in favor of the Blues. For fans looking to spice things up, try a Parlay Blues money line, over 6.5 total goals, and Jimmy Snuggerud to record a point. The rookie's hot streak and the offensive firepower on both sides make this a fun bet. All signs point to another big night for St. Louis at home.